is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the first episode of Summer Shredding. My prep has officially started. It started last Saturday, and so competition day is going to be on May 7th. So pretty much what my game plan is to try to lose around 1 pound for the next 14 weeks or so. And then compete. And so basically we're cutting calories very slightly. My body weight has actually dropped quite a bit, and I will talk about that a little bit more in today's later Q&A. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the gym, get a chest workout in, and then after that I'm gonna sit down and answer a bunch of the questions that you guys have been asking me, mostly related to prep, but we'll see how it goes. I tell you what, guys, it feels so good to finally freaking be cutting. When you're on a bulk, you just sort of to get sick of food after a while, but finally, the time has come to be hungry again. Today, we've got a non-stim pump product that we're taking. So if you guys want to cop some of this, be sure to head over to risesups.com. Use code BEATON for 15% off. I'm going to be sipping on this all the way to the gym, and then we are going to get a juicy workout. It's crazy how when you're bulking, you just I start taking pump caps all the time because I hate having to drink my pre-workout before I go and work out. But then as soon as I start cutting, I have to drink something because it's like a soda pop. It tastes so good. Today we're rocking the brown whole strength hoodie. This is probably one of my favorite color to wear. These things fit so freaking nice. It's crazy. If you guys want to go check out Whole Strength, be sure you head over to wholestrength.com, use code BEATON. I think it gives you 10% off. But thank you to everybody who used my code last month. It's Q&A time. For those of you guys who don't follow my Instagram, be sure you go do that, Brandon_C_Clark. It's where I pull all these questions from. So if you guys want me to answer one of your questions in the future, I'll probably be doing these Q&As pretty regularly. Be sure to follow the Instagram and drop it in when I put up one of the Q&A polls. Would you rather eat 1,000 or 5,000 calories per day? Okay. I feel like I have to think about this one a little bit more because my automatic assumption that I would go to is like 5,000 calories. I would want to go 5,000 calories over 1,000 calories, but when you actually think about it, if you're eating 5,000 calories every single day, you'd have to, actually no, you know, this one's easy. I would eat the 5,000 calories and that would just up my cardio in order to get shredded. So that's pretty easy because right now my maintenance anyways is like 4,000, maybe a little bit more than that anyways, so I would rather do that than eat the 1,000 calories per day. How often do you do cardio? Okay, so right now I have not implemented any cardio into my regimen, but I am walking around. I try to get around 10,000 steps a day. It's a little bit lower on the weekends, and sometimes I'll only get like 8 or so. I'm not too strict on it right now, but I just want to make sure that I'm moving a lot throughout the day, burning more calories. Do you plan to have a full-on career in fitness and bodybuilding? Or are you going to college as well? So recently I have not been taking my college classes. I pretty much dropped out for this semester. And that is honestly because I ended up getting a promotion at my job. They promoted me to a management position. And my degree being in business management, I had to sort of make a choice on whether I thought that it was more valuable to get experience in managing people at an actual job, or if I wanted to dial back my hours at work and focus on school more. And so pretty much what I chose is that I wanted the experience over the degree. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna finish my degree, but as of right now, I have put school on hold. I really don't plan on having a full career in fitness and bodybuilding, but it's definitely something that I really like to do on the side. And if I can make it so that I'm making as much money as I can, you know, from fitness stuff, but then also have a normal job, that's honestly my ideal life. Like, that is what I love to do. I need to know how you're eating 3,500 calories and losing weight, bro. So honestly, it has all to do with how active I am throughout the day, and as well as my metabolism. So my metabolism is very high. I think that my current caloric maintenance is somewhere around 4,200 calories. So since I dropped my calories to around 3,500, I'm losing around a pound a week. I definitely lost more this week. So it's definitely a lot higher than it's been in previous years, which is also very, very nice because it makes it so that I can still eat a lot while being on my cut. For people having trouble to eat a specific diet every day in and day out, what advice do you have for that? So honestly, what you have to do is you have to get used to eating for fuel and eating for function rather than eating for pleasure. And that is honestly the biggest piece of advice that I can give someone who's looking to cut or go on a diet and lose some weight. You have to stick to foods that are going to fuel your body, not foods that are going to drag your body down. And if you really struggle with how mundane a diet can be, mix it up every once in a while. You know, give yourself meals where you go out and you stick to your calories, but you know, you eat food that you enjoy. Find flexible ways to cook. And find certain foods that you do enjoy and incorporate them into your calories. Especially if you're not doing like a bodybuilding show or something like that, sticking to something like If It Fits Your Macros, where you can eat what you want as long as you hit your macros and stay within your caloric intake, that is probably the way to go. Did you switch back to full body workouts for the cut? So as everybody probably knows, I'm a big advocate of full body workouts. If you don't know what those look like, I have tons of videos about them on my YouTube channel, as well as full programs up on my website, BrandonClarkFitness.com. But personally, I have not switched back to my full body workouts as of yet. Right now, I am working really hard to try to maintain as much strength as I possibly can. I really enjoy the frequency that full body workouts give you when you're training in a cut, but for now, I'm sort of sticking to my chest, back, shoulders and arms, and legs split that I stuck to the entire bulk. How many times a week should I train abs? Honestly, for myself, last year I noticed that my abs weren't as thick. They did not look as good when I cut. And that's because I completely stopped training them during my prep last year. I noticed in previous years, if I go back and look at pictures, my abs stick out a lot further and I have a lot more stomach control. So I seriously recommend that you train your abs regularly. Personally, I like to train them about 3 or 4 days every single week, and I'll just do around 3 to 4 sets of an exercise. Does NOFAP reset completely if you fail? I've always been confused on that. No. So that, in my opinion, that is not how it works. I guess everybody sort of feels differently about this topic. NOFAP for me is really about focusing on trying not to do it rather than making sure that you can go a certain amount of time to achieve certain benefits. For me, I start noticing the benefits 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days after, trying not to. So honestly, I don't think it resets, and I don't think you should look at it that way. It can kind of become unhealthy if you think that you actually have to go months before you start seeing the benefits. No, guys, the benefits that you get from it happen very quickly, probably within like the first week of trying to do it. But it's about the discipline, and it's about not giving yourself immediate gratification. What is the best way to support you? So honestly, the best way that you guys can support me would be, number one, buying the programs off my website, BrandonClarkFitness.com, but then also using my codes, my discount codes for Whole Strength or on Rise supplements. Any sups to help with vascularity whilst being lean. All right, so these are the 2 sups that I would recommend for you. Take these right before you work out. This one right here, this is a nitrate-based pump, and then this one, this is my favorite, the pump capsules. You guys see me take these all the time. I take about 6, which is about a serving and a half, but what's in here is a very, very bioavailable form of L-citrulline. So all you have to do is take a couple of these caps, and it really gets the blood going when you start working out. The pumps are just insane with this, and it's nice sometimes when you're sick of drinking a pre-workout before you work out. These things are awesome. And then also just making sure that you're incorporating enough carbs and sodium into your diet. Those are all going to have massive impacts on your vascularity throughout the day. How to approach a girl in the gym. Honestly, the gym is the best place that you can probably talk to a girl, in my opinion. There's so many different things that you can ask them right off the bat, and since you guys are both in that same place at the gym, you already have something in common, and that is that you guys both care about your health and your fitness and the way that you look. So walking up to somebody in the middle of their gym session, I used to think that it shouldn't really be done, but then I started to do it, and I started to make a lot of friends. Basically, if you just walk up to random people and start talking to them and trying to make friends rather than, just approaching like the hottest girl that you see or the girl that you think is most attractive, instead just try approaching people, approach other guys, approach other girls, like just try to be friends with everybody. And the more that you do that, then when the situation presents itself where there's someone that you'd like to hit on, it's a piece of cake. It's super easy. So just walk up to them, ask them how long they've been working out, how long they've been working out at that gym, what's their splits, ask them about their nutrition. There's so many different things that you can ask them, and it really makes the conversations very, very simple. Just make sure that they're not like in the middle of a set, and don't stare at them super, super creepy before you go up to them. And then also just make sure that their hat isn't on or like covering their face, or their hoodie isn't up, or just make sure that they look like they're approachable. If there's somebody who's putting off the vibes that they don't want to be approached, leave them alone. Was your girlfriend a teacher when you were in high school? So my girlfriend, I've been getting a lot of questions about her. She is a teacher at the school that I graduated from. But so here's the thing. She is an elementary teacher because the school that I graduated from goes all the way from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So senior in high school. And I went there 1st grade through 12th grade. And then I graduated and now I am a junior in college. So, and she is teaching there now. So no, she was not teaching there when I went through, but it is kind of funny. But I also teach at my school. I teach a strength training class. So we both are technically teachers there, but she was never my teacher. When's your next competition? My next competition is on May 7th. It is the Big Sky Championships in Missoula, Montana. It's the same exact one that I did last year, but I did novice categories last year. Took all first places, which was awesome, but this year we're gonna go back and we're gonna do open and see how we do. And that is going to be it for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be putting out YouTube videos, hopefully pretty regularly along this cut. I need to document the progress. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed and drop a comment down below. I'm really, really looking forward to the rest of this cut. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.